You are listening to Level Up with Lizzie, Women's History Month edition, with two of the most influential ladies in the Valley I've had the pleasure of working with the past few months. Lexi Steele, founder, editor-in-chief of Steel Notes magazine, owner of Steel Waves Radio, and half of the LVMA 20 Best Internet Broadcast Personality, the Dynamic Divas.
Hey, Lexi. Wow, that's pretty impressive.
As well as Josie Jancy, VP of Business Development for Steel Media, music reviewer and feature content writer at Steel Notes magazine, radio personality, and one half of the LVMA 20 Best Internet Broadcast Personality winners, the Dynamic Divas.
Yay me.
Yay. What happened to our live feed over here? I don't know where it got
Yay,
to.
what's one exciting thing about your day so far, and how was your guys' weekend?
Oh, well, I always have a very exciting weekend. I spend time with my Johnny.
Boy,
Shout
and
out
you
to
performed
Johnny.
and you did a great job with Adamoto. That was awesome.
Thank you. Yes, actually, at the benefit that we just did on Sunday at the Jetport in the ballroom
That's
for
exciting.
Is that what you did
30.
for St. Patrick's Day? Did you do anything else?
Yes.
Why
How
is my
long
microphone? Is my microphone working?
How long
Yeah,
was
here.
the set that you guys did, Lexi?
The set was about 30 minutes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take you to prepare for a 30-minute set?
Ooh, how long? Well, actually, to be perfectly honest, we only did one practice. We only actually had time for one
That's
practice.
because you're professionals. That's all. The rest of us, we need more than one.
Well, Adam and I, what we did, we know a lot of songs. I actually know, like, right off the bat, 100 songs off of his list. So it was
Wow.
very easy for us to put that together.
100 songs? That's insane.
Yeah.
Mostly classic rock music?
Mostly classic rock, yeah.
Okay.
Basically, yeah. But there's, like newer stuff. Well, newer stuff meaning like the 2000s.
It really wasn't that long ago in hindsight.
It's crazy. They say oldies music is like 80s music now.
And I love 80s music, so that means
I didn't really like it, but I
that means
don't
when
think
I'm
that's
like 80
oldies.
years old, I'll still be listening to Guns
I'm
N'
telling
Roses.
you, in the nursing home, they're going to have Guns N' Roses in the background. Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be great.
And that's why we're here, actually. So I'm like 20 years your junior, but
Show
growing up, my parents, we lived 45 minutes away from like everything. So we had long car rides all the time. So we were always jamming out to Aerosmith, Rolling Stones, classic rock. They always played classic rock. 99.9, 102.9.
So you kind of grew up with classic rock music then.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac, you guys see me sing them all the time. Stevie Nicks, they're definitely two of my favorites, I would definitely say. And super exciting, I saw on your guys' Facebook today, Josie, it's your guys' friendiversary today on Facebook.
It is.
Isn't
I
that
just
funny?
found that out. That is funny.
I saw it this morning. Yeah, what did it say? 9 years? That must be when I got my page.
Yeah.
Really.
But you guys
because-
have known each other for much longer than
Well, that's
9
right.
years.
Actually, because 2009 I got mine, so I just hit 10 years.
Okay. Yeah, I probably
on
got it right after you.
Facebook,
Yeah. But we've known each other for what?
About 30 years.
20 years, maybe.
Was it? No, not 30. Okay.
Yeah, 20.
1996 or
Six,
7
somewhere
or
around
something
there, like
yeah.
somewhere
That's
around
right
there.
around when I was born. How'd
That's
you ladies
really weird.
meet, actually?
Well, I was working a lot in the mall, in the Lehigh Valley Mall at the time. I worked as manager at several stores like GNC, 579, Baker's.
I worked at 579 too.
Did you?
Yeah, I was an assistant there.
Oh, I'm trying to think of the other one. It was a clothing store. I'm having a brain freeze right now, but it was part of the whole 579 Jeans West.
Oh, okay. I was saying
Jeans
Jeans
West,
West
yes.
was the other one, yeah.
Yeah, I
They're right
also
next door.
worked for Merry Go Round, and so I really pretty did much
You worked for
again.
Merry-Go-Round.
I worked
I
for
would have
Merry
loved to
Go
work there.
Round,
They're
and
pretty
I
close.
also worked for another one up on the second floor, which was big, and I can't think of the name of it
Oak
right
Tree?
now. What was it?
Oak Tree?
No, more flashy stuff. That's where I got my Blue Fox jacket from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but anyway, so I was working at several places, still looking for part-time. That time I was doing like 2-3 jobs at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And I always loved the stuff at Things Remembered. And
I was managing that store at the time, so.
She was.
Wow, that place
She
is
hired
This
still
me.
crazy
there,
woman
right?
came up to my counter, looked just like Lexi does, and says, I want to work part-time during the day. I said, great, come on in. So she worked for me for many years.
Yes.
And her band performed every year at my Christmas parties and our
Yes,
Christmas
we
parties
did.
we had, and we became friends.
Yeah.
And that was that. We stayed in touch.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was that. I mean, we stayed in touch, but then here and there we kind of, like didn't talk for a while.
Yeah, we would drop out for a year or two. Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, she was actually working for what was the name of Aaron Resources.
Yeah, different staffing agency, right?
Right at the time when we needed some services. We're getting some services from them from my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were talking back and forth. And anyway, one day she contacted me.
And I said, hey, guess what? I'm single. Let's start going out to party more often.
And I said, you know what? I have a better idea.
And that's how she hooked me to start writing for the magazine. And then it's all been history since then.
Exactly.
It's been a whirlwind.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So
And then the Dynamic Divas were born.
Yes. I'm
how
part
long
of it.
how long ago did that happen?
That was in the beginning of 2017, actually.
And you know what? I have a picture that shows the stars the night of our first show together that we did at the Mix. So I was March 17th or 16th.
Oh, that
Okay.
just happened.
Yeah.
You have to share that on Facebook.
Yeah, I
and
kind of
find it.
forgot that. But that was our
Yeah.
first show at the Mix. Now, we had done some shows prior to that.
We did, yes, because previously I had been working with Rock in the Valley.
Right. And then we split from there to go do our own thing.
Right.
And that's when the Divas were born. And it was
Exactly.
Fabulous.
When we
fabulous
first started out, actually, we were working with someone who we still work with and love near and dear to us, Daniel Duke Sr.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Yep, we worked with WDLS for
We
a while.
did. We worked with WDLS, but all the while, I mean, Daniel knew that we still wanted to do our own thing.
Right. And so here we are today.
Exactly.
And I think we're going to work with Daniel again.
We are. Daniel is actually part of Steel Media Group.
Mm-hmm.
And so we never stop working with him. Has a lot of great ideas, and he's
He has
always
quite
been really
the idea,
helpful.
man, and he's quite helpful. Now, me and Daniel fight like brother and sister. Don't get me wrong. but that's
Yeah.
okay. We
I've
still work.
heard stories. I've heard stories.
I don't believe any of them, or believe all of them. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
We
right.
still love each other.
Awesome. So nowadays, do you ever get the chance to do non-work related activities?
Well, we did actually a few times.
When?
One day in particular, remember September 11th?
Yes, I do remember that. That's right. But we ended up taking some video of the flag raising anyway when we happened to run
We
into
did.
that.
We always have to include business in there somehow.
I think once you get to the point where you're so used to taping everything and sharing it with people that it's really hard to keep things all on your own. Like we're always videotaping. Even when I go to shows that I'm not working, I can't help it videotape.
True, and we do lives or whatever.
Mhm,
It's just in us, that thing.
Yeah.
But we actually spent the whole day, and that was funny because that's the first time we really did that. We spent the whole day together. We got
was
something to eat. We were shopping. She introduced me to great new stores like Gabe's,
Right, that's
which
right.
I introduced Johnny to, and he loves Gabe's
I
now
know,
too.
I know, I love games. That's great.
Yeah,
That's right. We should have fun again one day.
we should. It was a lot of fun.
Well, we have fun every day, but we should have
All the
non-working
time,
fun.
right? I'm always having fun with
Right.
you
Yeah.
guys.
And then, we stopped because we were going, we're over at the Whitehall Mall. And that's when we saw the thing going on at that backyard barbecue or whatever the heck it's called.
Oh, I don't know. It's the barbecue place right on MacArthur Road by the Whitehall Mall there.
Yeah, and they were raising the flag, and they had all kind of military guys there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it was nice. We got there just at that time.
we did. We lucked out, like right at that exact moment.
Yeah, so it was cool. So of course we taped that, and that was
That's
fun.
so special. Like, a lot of times with females, I'm going to mention this because it's Women's History Month. They, they tend to be more catty and stuff like that, but it seems like you guys don't have that sort of history at all with each other.
No,
Yeah,
not
we
at
don't have
all.
that.
We don't have that.
we're not that kind of girls.
That's exciting. So I was going to ask what's your favorite part of working together, but it seems like, it could
That
be
would be
all
it.
things.
We have a drama-free zone between the two of us.
Yes.
We don't ever deal with that.
Yes.
We're not jealous of each other. We don't.
That's good. That's
Judge
why
each other.
Exactly. We
We're
support
just-
each other.
Right.
That's why I mesh so well with you ladies, I feel like. Besides, our mutual love for classic rock is definitely the drama-free zone, because I just like to keep it simple, There's no reason usually for the drama that a lot of ladies cause.
Well, I know that. From working in staffing, I know whenever I would staff an agency, an office, it would always be, okay, what's the office culture? What are the ladies like? Because, having a bunch of women working together is always a nightmare.
Yeah, Lexi, do you want to put...
Women tend to be catty. That's true, Lizzie.
What do you think we could do, you just have to be yourself, kind of, and that is going to reverberate out to other people and
Well, you have to
inspire
love
other
yourself
people.
first.
But I know you kind of wanted to talk about this on one of the shows, is about, women just coming together. And do you have any advice for any ladies out there who, want to create the drama-free zone in their life, but they're not exactly sure how?
Well, this is the thing. I always seem to somehow be in the middle of some kind of drama, but I have to remain neutral. Okay,
There you
and
go.
that's the thing, is remaining neutral, especially when you are friends with two people that are involved with it, and that's hard. It's hard because some people want you to
Emotions
choose
get in the way
right
a lot.
one side or the other, and sometimes that's very difficult. It's a difficult thing to do, but I'm not in control of what anybody says and does. I'm only in control of what I say and do. And that's what I
Exactly.
tell everybody. I can't make anybody do or say anything other than what they're going to do or say.
Yeah, that's
I am not in
really
control of
amazing
other
advice.
people.
And I think it's important to put those things in their place. You can ignore.
Have boundaries for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, absolutely. You can ignore it. You can hear what it does. You can understand what it does. But truthfully, really, there's no place for it. So
yeah.
we just
Life is
kind
meant
of
to be easy, There's
Right.
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 So
Yeah,
whatever
there's
it
enough
takes.
going on. Jeez, enough real things. We don't need any more drama.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well, that's awesome. And once again, I'd love to commend you both on your outstanding contributions to the Lehigh Valley music scene.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Lizzie.
I'm sure there's a lot of overlapping because you obviously love what you're doing, but what's it like balancing your personal and thriving professional lives?
Well, as you know, for me, it's a very difficult job. And the reason I say that is because I live a multifaceted life. So I have to go between my responsibilities of home life and family, taking care of my 88-year-old mother, her health issues. I have a son that's diabetic that I have to worry about, a roommate of ours who also has health issues, and plus the myriad of 3 dogs and a cat.
And,
You know what I mean?
I like
So-
that you use the word
Sorry.
myriad.
Yeah, so sometimes it's hard. It's hard because there's not enough hours in the day
Lot of
to
late
do
nights.
everything that I have to do. So something has to suffer. Okay, right now, the thing that's suffering in my life is the magazine.
Yeah.
Right now, we don't have a layout person for the magazine because our previous layout guy, Keith, who is wonderful, has his own issues to deal with and is unable to carry on. So right now, the only thing that we have is the website. So for me, it's a challenge to find enough hours in the day that I could actually sit down at the computer and, get stuff onto the website. So, there's always a flux of change, like the magazine was supposed to be out monthly, and trying to find the time, by the end of the day to get that stuff on. And every day I have intentions of doing it, but so far I've been unsuccessful. So you're talking about dishes and laundry and cooking and, you know what I mean, everything else that comes along with that, you know what I mean?
And that's typical of a woman, any businesswoman.
Right. So, it's hard. And then, we have, right now the radio station is taking precedence over anything.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So, we're doing a lot. We have to, get our guests for the Thursday night show. I make the posters, have to get them out, so it's a constant thing. And then we have what we're doing here. We have new radio shows. We have a meeting tomorrow night with new people that are going to come on and come into the studio and do live shows. Then we have out in the field stuff that we do. Like we were just at the Sherman Theater covering AC/DC tribute. So it's a lot, and it's hard, and it's challenging, but I love what I do, and I, do the best I can to coordinate everything and, get it. But the magazine is like I said, really on my priority list. Plus I have other things. 2012, I wrote a book, a children's book, and I have yet to publish it. Based on
I
my
have an
real life
illustrator though
dogs.
for you.
I need an illustrator.
I have one. I have
one.
one.
Oh, you do?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Because I need an illustrator, okay, that has
have
to
one.
be able to draw off of actual photos.
Yep.
And so I've been
So
trying to
do
get that
I.
book
My
out
sister,
since
actually.
2012. I'm back in 2011, 2012. I actually started my autobiography.
Oh,
And
really?
I've only got into the first couple chapters of that. Then I'm balancing, sometimes I do acting. And recently we were supposed to, April 7th, be joining Christopher Anino, who's an award-winning producer, on the set of his movie, The Lollipop Gang. But because it had to be changed locations, we had to bow out because it was moved to Connecticut, and right now, that's like a 4-hour drive almost, you know what I mean? And, the cost involved, unfortunately. So we have to bow out on that until.
Oh, I didn't know you made that decision yet. That's
Yeah,
a
we
shame.
did. We unfortunately had to make that decision right now. So, but we'll be doing some other stuff with them. We will, and short. So we're looking forward to that. So I have that. Then I have my music, So, we have the band Rocket and
Which
Adam
is very
and I.
good.
Thank you. Adam and I are going to be doing some shows. Josie's
Okay.
actually going to be booking
Try and
some
book
stuff
some things
for
for you.
us. Then our old band, funk dance band Screaming Pink, is going to be doing a reunion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that's
just
fun.
found
That's
that
good. I
after
can't wait.
Facebook posted a memory on that, and Mark
I
Walsh,
saw
our
that.
guitar player who plays with Sister Sledge, he said he misses us. We all miss him, and we said, "Hey, what about doing a reunion?"
That's
and
awesome.
okay, we're going to do a reunion in a couple months. So, and it's just like I said, finding time to do my own personal things that I love, and my own personal business things is a challenge. So,
So you need a
and
personal
then the other
assistant.
thing too, I have my own radio show, Music 101 with Alexis Steele, and that I started in about 2011 with shout out to Lucia. Lucia, I was involved with Rock Out Radio back when Lucia had her radio station.
Hope your back feels better.
Yes, and so I started out, actually Keith and Brad from CNU Rock Radio out in Massachusetts, and Jackie Lane, my associate out in Chicago, and she got me basically some artists for that, and I started out with Tracy Guns from LA Guns. So I'm now syndicated on iHeartRadio and also on
Yay.
Spotify. And but right now I do have 10 shows that are yet unedited from back in the day, how we used to do it. Of course, we do it now. It goes out live, and I don't have to worry about it. So it goes live and recorded onto iHeart and Spotify and all that. But I have like Ron Bumblefoot Thau and Ryan Peake from Nickelback, and Vinnie Martell from Vanilla Fudge, and a bunch of other artists that I have interviewed in the past that I need to get edited,
Did you say
put their
Nickelback?
drops. What's that?
Did you
Ryan
say
Peake?
Nickelback?
Yeah.
He's
mhm.
the what instrument?
Guitar player.
Guitar player.
Yeah,
Wow.
from Nickelback, yeah. So I have a lot of, like I said, about 10 shows I need to get edited. So I got to hook up with somebody that has a recording studio or whatever. I know Brad Ricci O'Carroll was supposed to help out with that. He's so busy because I think he was brought CNU back again. So it's just so hard because everybody's so busy. Shout out to Pana out in Greece, in Athens,
Pana.
Greece. Pan is still waiting for his show on Steel Waves Radio.
Yes.
And we still want to work on that with you, Pana. So
So the balancing act, it's
it's
a
a
work in
balancing
progress.
act. Yes,
It's always
it's
work-
hard,
which is
yeah.
fine because it's not about the destination. It's about enjoying the journey.
Right.
So it sounds like you really enjoy what you do.
Right, and now I have a personal life on top of it
Of course.
with my Johnny. So then throw that into the mix, and trying to spend quality time with my other
But
half.
he supports your
He
professional
does,
life
and
100.
actually, Josie doesn't even know this news yet. Johnny and I are going to do a radio show together too.
Oh, that's exciting. That'll be interesting.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
so it's going to be.
That'll be fun.
Johnny and I
So
are
we
going
can
to
send
do
you our
nostalgic.
relationship questions, right? Because you guys are definitely an exemplary couple.
Yes, and it's like
isn't that
almost
cute?
on a daily basis. Some guy or somebody, comes up to him, like most recently John Millington, who we adore and who adores us, that is just so happy for us and says what a big difference. I guess it's like really evident because even Sal, the bartender at the Jetport, said it to him, and it's like our good friend Eddie Pineda, and Paul Grieg from Rocket, all these guys have said to Johnny, thank you for making me smile and making me happy. So
Yes.
I guess my misery was quite evident in my previous
Well,
relationship.
Kind of.
Well, good decisions, I've definitely
Yeah.
learned. They help you literally glow from like the inside out. They
Yeah.
make you look good, they make you feel good. So congratulations, that's so
Thank you.
exciting.
Thank you, Lizzie.
Of course. So Josie, I'll extend that same question to you. You can opt out if you'd like.
You know what? I have all the same answers, except that I also have a full-time job, and I did this. My life is this busy by design. So
Yes.
I choose this because it's better than idle hands or the devil's play toys or whatever they say there.
Yeah.
I need to keep myself busy to keep myself out of trouble. So
I'm the
it's
same
good.
way.
And I like Alexis. I'm behind on everything I'm supposed to write, everything I'm supposed to do. I didn't even get to start my radio show yet. But now that I'm laid off, I find myself with a lot of time and I don't really know what I'm doing with it. You know what I mean? Like they say, if you want something done, ask a busy person to do it. And I fully believe that because I was able to get so much more done when I had a schedule. It's too easy to procrastinate
Right.
when you don't have things to do.
It's so funny. I was in Barnes and Nobles the other day, just walking by. They had like their sale section set up, and I just picked up this book. So I'm a Virgo, so astrology. I'm a Virgo. I'm naturally gravitate towards organization, and this book that I picked up was called Listful Thinking. It was like $3, so I was like, let me buy 2 of them. I actually called Jay.
That's weird.
I actually called Jay Creed, and I was like, you need to read this book because he needs some organization and some list taking in his
Well,
life.
I'm
well,
a Gemini,
Jay's been
so I always
texting
need
me all day.
organization. I'm forever unorganized.
Oh my gosh. So honestly, just writing things down is so helpful. Shameless plug. I'm working on my own calendar / assignment book. And
Oh, nice.
I'm really excited.
That's good
for
for you. That's perfect for you.
Yeah. So
I
I
like
hope
it.
that, that's going to be one of my contributions to the Divas. Is
I think
to,
you know, Lizzie has her own way of trying to keep us grounded.
Yes, it's cute. She tries.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
still get it together eventually.
Okay, so most pictures I see online of the Divas events and whatnot, you guys are constantly surrounded by a bunch of men. I would even say outnumbered. So
Oh, yeah.
what does it mean to you as empowered women in the Valley to be recognized as such by the Valley, with the Lehigh Valley Music Awards?
Well, that's we were kind of shocked, but we were
Yeah, we didn't
happy.
really
It
know
was a
what we were
happy
doing.
surprise, and that's why I said, "What do you think, Josie?"
I'm like, well, geez, I don't know. I'm kind of shocked. I was shocked. And it's interesting you said it that way because if you look through the demographics, it is 87% men or something
Yeah.
like that. First of all, listen to rock music. Second of all, they come to our shows or watch our shows, etc. We like to think it's for more than just us. We like to think it's our content.
Oh
Of
yeah,
course.
absolutely. But being a woman in a man's world, is that basically what your question is, Lizzie?
Yeah.
But we're divas, so we're perfect.
yeah,
Doesn't matter so much to us. We know we're women. We act like women. We know they're men, and sometimes we just have to ignore them, and sometimes they're our best friends. So it just depends on.
I
on
love
how it
that
works out.
answer. That was so great, Josie.
It's true.
but we do have a lot of men that are friends that support us.
Absolutely. I think our show is I think you're the only chick there, right? Besides us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Wow.
So it is the men who support us,
Honestly, yeah, I feel like I kind of forgot about that because
and we don't even notice it anymore.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
We're
They're
barking
men, we're
orders
women,
left
we're
and
all-
right. It
right.
doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl.
And I'm single most of the time we worked, and I didn't have any issues whatsoever. So.
Yeah, well, for me now, of course, Josie got a little taste of what Johnny had to say because, in the past I didn't have anybody around, and
Right.
we're doing events, and now we found out Friday we have this event coming up over at Jabberjaws, right?
Right, it's the CD release party
For
for
Father of Sin.
Father of Sin local
Right.
band. Mhm.
And Johnny normally works, he works third shift, and he would normally work, so now he had to take off of work that night because he wants to accompany me, so...
I told him he better
That's
not
cute.
step on our working toes.
No, I think it's really cute.
She
I
thinks
think
it's cute. I wouldn't
do.
like that.
I think it's cute.
But that's cute. I like that you like
It
that.
shows that you guys like spending time together. So what's there not to like about that?
Yeah, I guess when you get involved with a relationship, you want to be with that person all the time, and I love the fact that
I know.
but I love the fact that he's a part of it, and that was very
That is
important to
important.
me.
That's right.
When we met, actually, the post that I put on Plenty of Fish. We met. I said that. I said I need, and that's a problem. That I have to say, it really is
Yeah.
a problem. It's been a problem. Because when you are a woman and when you are doing all these things out in the public with other men, that can be intimidating to another man that you're involved in a relationship with. And, I said that, I need somebody that can hang and want to be a part of this and share all these things and be a part of it. That was something that was very important to me. And I have to say that I'm quite fortunate that Johnny, wants to be part of that.
the last person that I dated, just didn't want to come out and do with me when I did my stuff.
I
He
remember
just
that.
said, you're going to be different, you're going to act different, I don't want to step on your toes. And it worked great. I'd go home, he'd have dinner made, the house was clean, everything was perfect. Now, I'm not with him today, so maybe it wasn't that perfect.
Yeah, right.
And now Rick is good because he'll do everything with me and he lets me do my thing, but I know he's always there to help out. And that's fine. But there's some things he's not going to go with to me because it just doesn't, it doesn't always work out. So, I don't know. I just think he has to be okay either way. And it's nice to have someone in the background to support you or someone by your side. But I think that they have to let you go too.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not trying to. You don't want them to cramp your style, So I have a couple more questions for you, ladies.
Okay.
What's one lesson you've learned in the past decade, whether it be from your own experiences or from someone else's, that had an unparalleled effect on the woman that you are today?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, think about that for a minute if you need to.
Hmm.
It's hard to pick just one experience,
Right?
Let's say that question again.
Well, let me just start to answer. Maybe I'm not answering the right question, but I can tell you the one thing that I have now that I haven't always had that I've learned to have is confidence. And that's what's taken me through all the, first time I'm going to see a band and can I interview them? And can I stand here alone in the club and write my notes while everyone's watching me? Can I do this radio show? Can I deal with these people talking trash on me? And heavy is the head that wears the crown. That's for certain.
That's
Those
a
are things
nice
I've
one.
learned.
I haven't heard that one before, Josie.
Wow,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Heavy
Well,
is
see,
the
for
head.
me, I already grew up in the music industry, and I already have a background of being on stage and being in front of people
Right.
and doing all these things. So for me, it was just like a normal evolution of things, because I started in 2011 with Steel Entertainment and Records LLC. Okay, and we were licensed and bonded entertainment agency with booking, and we had Steel Records record label, which the Chosen Ones, which are actually still probably the main artists that we continue to have on the record label. Two music publishing companies, one with BMI, Steel Songs Worldwide, of which I'm a BMI writer. I do have a few originals, and also ASCAP's. Steel Song. Wait. The other one's. I'm sorry. The other one's Steel Global Entertainment.
So many
the BMI.
businesses can't keep it
I know. I
straight.
can't keep it straight. Steel Songs Worldwide is the ASCAP, and it's very important for people to have their performing rights organization. And we were going to do some kind of like little video series on this stuff too for artists and people that who need to know about those kind of things. But so from that, I wanted to have a completely well-rounded business that covered every aspect of the business that would offer services. So after the music publishing, then I started that's when I started getting involved with the radio, and from the radio was a magazine. And then after that, the Dynamic Diva show was born, you know what I mean?
Just
So
kept moving and moving.
yeah, it's just a natural evolution.
Awesome. I love that answer. So before we close up shop, any exciting things in your life that you'd like to share? It could be with the divas, without the divas.
I'm now an ordained minister.
And so am I.
What?
So we perform weddings.
That's
Yes,
exciting.
actually, we have to have like the divas officiates.
There you go.
I
There
think
you
that's
go.
what we should
so
call
what, do we
it.
do a dual wedding? We both officiate?
We can, yeah, we can do
Interesting.
that. Yeah, it'd be very interesting. Or marry
Facebook
two
Live
couples
it.
at the same time.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I
or you
mean?
could
That would be
perform-
interesting.
You could do a singing, a vocal wedding.
Yeah, we're actually right now we already
That would be a good idea.
we already have a few photographers that want to be photographers
we
for
do.
that.
Mhm.
I have one girl that's interested in singing for
Okay.
the wedding.
There
So
you go.
just basically, Josie and I have to sit down
A wedding in a
together.
box. We're great event planners. So.
Right, exactly. We just
We're
have to
done.
sit down and start putting this thing whole
Because
together.
we need another business.
Right,
Like a hole in the
exactly.
head.
Like we don't have enough already. Plus the fact that I'm a notary and I have to redo my notary right now. I've been a notary since 2005, and I have to find time to sit down and redo that. So
Yeah, I know. And
I
have a
know
house full
because
of
people
that
on
I
Facebook
rent
always
out,
ask
so.
me, "Can you do this and that?" I said, "No, I have to redo my notary right now."
Well, you better
but-
do that soon because that could have probably helped me 1,000 times.
Yeah, I know, but I
didn't-
will
I
in the
didn't even
next
know you were a
month or
notary.
two. Yes,
Did you
since
know she was a notary?
2005. Yeah.
No, we didn't even know.
I did not. Well, best of luck with that. And that's
Thank
really
you.
tedious, so better you than me.
Nah.
Hey, I
Well,
think you
it's
like
not
that
bad.
stuff.
It's very simple. I mean, the normal notarizations, mortgage loan closings, and Lucia, if she's still watching, Lucia's now a notary, and she does the same thing. So she knows all about
So
that.
people like come to your house for that, right?
For like just like a normal notarization thing, yes, they can come to my house. Well, not right this minute, but
She needs your license first.
yeah, I have to redo my license. Yeah, but yeah, that kind of stuff. The other stuff, we go to people's houses or we go to a mortgage company, and
Oh, yeah,
that's
you do
for like
mortgage.
refinances, lines of credit, stuff like that.
Awesome. So, any other exciting things coming up in your life?
I don't know. I think I have some.
I have a full calendar for you. Let's talk
pretty
about what's
much.
going to be on our show
There's
the
not
next
enough
couple
hours
weeks.
in the day.
Yeah, so
Thursday
check
night we have
out-
Sarah Ayers and Yingling Porter on tap on our show at the Jetport, which is 8 o'clock Thursday night. You can watch it live on Facebook, or you can come to the Jetport, better yet. And Friday we have, is that Friday?
Friday is when we go to Father of Sin.
Right there at
That's at
Jabberjaw's,
Jabberjaw's.
right,
Yeah.
for the CD release.
Mhm.
I don't know what Saturday is, but I know there was something on my calendar.
Yeah, I'll be busy.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's doing. But the next Thursday is date night.
Date night with Lizzie.
That's right. We had our
And us,
group
actually.
date.
It's actually a group date with
That's right.
three couples. It's me and my Johnny, Josie and Rick, and Lizzie and her date.
And Mike, I
Yep.
saw him this
And Mike,
weekend.
yeah.
I didn't know he had long hair.
You know what he said to me? He's like, yeah, I saw Lizzie, and I started by giving her grief about something. You know, my usual opening line. And I was like, great, that worked well.
It's
So
okay.
apparently I was contacting the wrong Mike George and telling him about the date and everything
Oh,
else.
no. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
my first message was, keep this date open, keep May 28th open, or March 28th open for date night. And I didn't get a response. So I'm like, gee, I wonder why. And so here was the wrong person.
Yeah, so that's
explains
going to be
it.
a lot of fun. So we're going to be bowling. I actually have my own bowling ball from the 80s. I'm going
Do
to
you
bring.
still have it?
I do.
Oh, I'm
It's
gonna go
purple
find one.
swirl with my name on
Mine was
it
a
and
red
a blue
swirl.
bag.
Yeah.
But it's a
I'm
9-pound
jealous.
ball. But Johnny said
9
because
pound.
I have a tear in my rotator cuff, so
Okay.
I don't know. So Johnny said I might have to use a lighter ball.
He needs the kid ones over there. But
I'll
we're
use
gonna
a
we're gonna
kiddie
start
ball.
out by
You're going to have to put
bowling.
those bumper things on the
We
end.
can. That's why I got roll one. No, we both know how to bowl fine. How about you, Lizzie? Do you know how to bowl?
I know how to. It takes me a little bit to warm up.
It takes us all a little bit to warm
Yeah.
up. Look, as long as we get
I
control
mean,
of the
if you
jukebox,
haven't bowled since the
we'll be fine.
80s, then I think we're on the same page.
No, I bowled since then, but you know.
Since the 80s. We're gonna bowl, then we're gonna go into karaoke and the
See
nightclub
our
with
friend
DJ
Vera.
Mhm. And then we're gonna head over to Molten Lounge to see the new Diesel Martini with Breeze singing.
Wow, and it's
We
all
got a
going to
full
be on the
night.
Dynamic Divas.
Yeah, you're on
Facebook.
your
all
own.
gonna
once you
be
get into the-
live.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant money wise.
No, it's going to be live, and hopefully we'll get that on YouTube as well.
Right, right. So that's our show for Thursday night.
Yeah, so we're busy bees.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Always busy.
Lots of exciting things coming up, ladies. Speaking of exciting things, I actually have to get my butt to work soon. So, make sure you guys follow us on Facebook at the Dynamic Divas and Steel Waves Radio. Tune in Tuesdays at 2:30 for Level Up with Lizzie. It's all things self-love, self-acceptance, spirituality, and the like. If you guys have any relationship questions, you can text Lexi and Lizzie at 484-240-9371, and we'll be sure to answer them live on air. Anything else the divas would like to add?
Just remember, Steel Notes Magazine. We have a website you can look at,
Yes, steelnotesmagazine.com.
and stay tuned.
Steelwavesradio.com
We have some
is
meetings
the radio
coming up
station.
soon. We're gonna have some new shows on the radio station too.
Yes, we are. We have
Yeah.
a meeting tomorrow night with a new show, so that should be fun.
Fingers crossed. You're gonna love it. I guarantee it.
That's right.
All right, that's all we have.
We're all good to go. Thanks, divas.
Thank you,
you're
Lizzie.
welcome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Love you guys.
We love
Love
you.
you.
Bye.
Don't forget that one.
Make sure you save it. Save the recording, Lexi.
Oh, I do that sometimes.
Here's Lexi. Send it.